Hello friends, let's work on matching or match the following today. You are required to match a numbered list of items from what you hear in the listening audio to a set of options on the question paper. The set of options may be criteria of some kind. As always, you will have a short time to prepare before the speakers begin talking. So make good use of this time to get familiar with the question in hand and focus on what you need to listen out for. Let's try a question. This is taken from Cambridge 6, Test 1, Section 2. The questions are from 11 to 16. What change has been made to each part of the theatre? This is what you are looking for. Choose 6 answers from the box and write the correct letter A to G next to the question 11 to 16. Note, here there are 6 questions and 7 options, so one answer will not suit anywhere. Redundant City Theatre. A is doubled in number, B is given separate entrance, C is reduced in number, D is increased in size, E is replaced, F is strengthened, G is temporarily closed. Now, parts of theatre. 11 number is box office, 12 is shop, 13th is ordinary seats, 14th is seats for wheelchair users, 15th is lifts, and 16th is dressing rooms. So first, analyze the question. For that, you need to understand the relationship between phrases related to the theatre and the different parts of the theatre. So, you will need to listen out for what kind of work is going on for each part of the theatre. Also remember, in matching questions, the questions will be mentioned in order in the recording, but the answer options may appear randomly. That means the speaker will speak of the information related to 11 first, and then 12, and then so on. Now let's listen to the recording.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 16.
And here on Radio Rivendell, we have Lynn Rawley, the Public Relations Officer of our own Rivendell City Theatre. Hello, Lynn.
Hello.
Now, the theatre is reopening soon after its 3-year redevelopment program, isn't it?
That's right, and there are a lot of improvements. The first thing people will see when they go in is that the foyer has been repainted in the original green and gold. Then the box office has been reoriented with its own access from the side of the building instead of through the foyer, which means it can be open longer hours and has more space too. The shop that used to be in the foyer, which sold books and CDs, is the one part of the redevelopment which isn't yet complete. The plan is to find new premises for it near the theatre, and we've had difficulty finding somewhere suitable. We hope to reopen the shop in the next few months.
Will audiences find any difference in the auditorium?
Yes, we've increased the legroom between the rows. This means that there are now fewer seats, but we're sure audiences will be much happier. And we've installed air conditioning so it won't get so hot and stuffy. We already had a few seats which were suitable for wheelchair users, and now there are twice as many, which we hope will meet demand. Something else that will benefit audiences is the new lifts. The 2 we used to have were very small and slow. They've now gone, and we've got much more efficient ones.
Anything for the performers?
Yes, we've made a number of improvements backstage. The small, dark dressing rooms we used to have been converted into 2 large, airy rooms, so they're much more comfortable now. and the state-of-the-art electronic sound and lighting systems have been installed.
From that, we know the answer is in which part of the conversation. We need to look for the keywords as given in 11 to 16. Then the box office has been reoriented with its own axis from the side of the building instead of through the foyer. What does this tell us? What is reoriented? It's just another word for changed or altered, so that makes us think the answer matches, maybe with replaced with what. It's not clear. Moreover, to listen to the next part of the sentence, it clearly states that has been reoriented with its own axis, meaning its own entry. So now that matches with the separate entrance. Notice paraphrasing is used. Its own axis means given separate entrance. Given separate entrance, that is your correct answer. So the answer for number 11 is B. For such questions, in the IELTS listening test, you must write a letter for the answer, not a word or phrase. So, if the answer is a separate entrance, you must write B, not the phrase. If you write the words given a separate entrance for your answer, it will be marked wrong, even though the information is correct. Don't throw away marks with silly mistakes like this. Now, the next number is 12. So, we listen to the word shop. The shop that used to be in the foyer, which sold books and CDs, is one part of the redevelopment which isn't yet complete. So, which word shows something is getting done at the shop? Redevelopment. The only word comes close is replaced. Redevelopment may be, but it's not very clear as if the answer is replaced. We should have clear indication of replaced with what. Yet not complete, so unfinished. And not yet complete meaning unfinished, so maybe even temporarily closed could mean it's not complete, and that could be our answer. But wait, before you decide, listen ahead as they are still talking about the shop. We hope to reopen the shop in the next few months. We hope to reopen the shop in the next few months. There is a clear answer. Will reopen and yet not complete, both points towards temporarily closed. So that's your answer. So here for answer 12, you will get G. Next number is 13. Now we have to look for ordinary seats. The recording says this means that there are fewer seats, but we are sure audiences will be much happier. Now see, here the word ordinary is nowhere to be seen, but fewer seats matches with the reduced in number, which is C. So that may be the answer. But because the word ordinary is not there, we are unsure. So let's listen further. We already had a few seats which were suitable for wheelchair users, and now there are twice as many which we hope will meet demand. Twice as many is equal to double in number. See, Here again, seats are mentioned, but it matches with the next question number 14 where they have said seats for wheelchair users. So, this gives us the answer to the next question. If we look back at the words, twice as many indicating the option as doubled in number. So, your answer to 14 is A. That means for 13th, your answer should be, as you guessed earlier, 13th is C. So, did you mark here? We were looking out for two question replies at the same time. If we keep looking only for number 13, we would have missed the answer to 14. So you understand, it is very important that you keep two questions marked in your mind at any point of time. Now let's move on to the next, number 15. Here we listen for lifts. Something else that will benefit audiences is the new lifts. The two which we have were very small and slow. They have now gone and we have got more efficient ones. So, something was there, it is gone, and something new has come. What does that tell us? It has been replaced. That will be your answer. So, for 15th, answer is letter E. And now, the last one is automatically what you are left with. But here you have two choices. So, to be sure, we can go through and reach the right answer. So, let's see. We will be looking out for the word dressing rooms. The small dark dressing rooms we used to have been converted into two large airy rooms. What options are we left with? D. Increased in size. Yes, very clear. Small rooms have been made large. Does it match? Yes. So, F. Strengthened does not fit anywhere. So, the answers are for 11B, for 12G, for 13C and for 14th A, for 15th E and for 16th D. The best approach to marking the answer here is to write A, B or C next to the question as soon as you think you have heard the correct answer. But continue to listen carefully in case you find that you are wrong. If this happens, you can quickly cross it through and write the correct answer beside it. In some questions, you may be able to predict some likely matches of information. This will help to quickly eliminate some of the possible answers. This wasn't possible in this question, but do bear in mind as you practice with other sample questions. Thank you.